Well, as airlines ramp up security, airline industry expert Gary Leff says the long security lines and checkpoints could also make us vulnerable to danger. The View from the Wing writer joins me now. Are we vulnerable in the wake of the Istanbul attack with these long security lines that were predicted for this weekend?
Hi there, Cheryl. Thank you. Absolutely. The first thing to understand is that in spite of how much news these all make and how terrible these attacks are when they happen, air travel still is relatively safe compared to other modes of travel, so people shouldn't stay away. But when we're thinking about air travel security, we realize after Istanbul and also after Brussels that the lines outside security, any kind of backups that we create, are themselves tempting targets.
Well, so what can we do about that, Gary? I mean, this is your area of expertise. So for those that are on their way to the airport, what can we do as American flyers to be vigilant, to have our eyes open? What do you suggest?
Well, so I think that we really do have to rely on the people who are managing the checkpoints and the security process, because we're not going to be able to protect the country as flyers, although certainly we want to be in a position to get through the checkpoint as quickly as possible. I mean, not just for safety, but for our own convenience. And so knowing, what is allowed at the checkpoint and how to get through quickly matters. And to the extent that you're able to go through in advance the pre-check or global entry kinds of screening, you're going to make the process a whole lot easier on yourself.
Well, also we need to be aware, to your point. An airport is a soft target outside of the line of security, where we're seeing video of these passengers in these lines to get through. That's the soft target. And I mean, after Brussels and then after Istanbul, it doesn't seem that ISIS is interested in stopping this strategy that they have.
Well, there are things that the government can do. I mean, there should be a goal of getting people through the checkpoint quickly. First of all, 3 years ago, the TSA wanted to stop focusing on some of the things that aren't really existential threats to air travel, like pocket knives and golf clubs, but that didn't make for good sound bites.
Yeah.
And so they backed off of the plan to really focus on the heavy threats. Yeah. And if they can put their behavior detection officers at the checkpoint to move people through more quickly, really focusing on things that are threats, and then we're not going to be having the long gatherings and long lines that are tempting targets for Istanbul and Brussels.
And that are very frustrating to flyers. Gary Leff, thank you, Gary, for the tips. Appreciate it.